I wanted to pick up on the report. I did take off half the day this morning to visit a site visit at a high school in Hayward. Second time that I've gone out there. Very impressed with the model, the deeper learning, college and career ready model that they're following there. And it's basically a project-based learning, integrating across subjects, students collaborating, working through projects instead of a lecture, textbook, sort of a traditional lecture model, combined with, as the superintendent said, not standardized tests, although they do whatever the state tells them they have to do there, but really focused on portfolio assessments and deep defense of their projects. And they have to pass a benchmark assessment, or they don't go on after the sophomore year, and then they have to pass a senior year benchmark assessment, or they don't graduate. They're graduating 100% of their kids A to G ready for college and career, and they're really focused on that. So on Friday, the superintendent and I will be hosting a site visit from a group of teachers, administrators from Met West, which is a very innovative traditional high school in Oakland that is another model, but employs some very similar intensive student support, emotional learning. Met West is about the size of our high school, 160 students, and combines similar sort of collaborative project-based learning with intensive internships. The students from freshman year through high school are in internships 2 days a week and in school 3 days a week. And the internships and the are integrated with their project-based learning and their career and college preparation. And they have very high going college rates as well. So on Monday, the superintendent and I are meeting, or Tuesday, I guess it is, with a woman who's a national expert on digital learning and how to integrate technology into your curriculum to accelerate learning as well. So it was a very rich conversation with the teachers this morning, and I think those are exactly the challenges in front of us, are trying to figure out what's the program we want to do to improve the robust offerings, particularly at the middle school and the high school, and I think that that's exactly the kind of conversation we ought to be having, and I look forward to seeing how those play out further with the teachers. All right.
Public comment on item E.
On item E.
Public comment, please.
We don't normally take public comment on item E, but sure, why not?
You should, because the Brown Act does provide for it.
Not sure about that, since it's a report item. Go ahead.
Okay, the gentleman in the center here, the man that was just speaking, his name is John Affelt. He is the school board president, and he just told this group that the public comments section are meant only for public comments, and that the public officials before you here are not allowed to answer or make any comment themselves regarding public comments. I'm here to tell you that that is false. The Brown Act does provide that the elected officials and the administration may, in fact, answer questions as long as they don't engage in a substantive discussion. That's what the Brown Act provides. So Mr. Affel was incorrect when he told us all here tonight that Mr. Rubio, the superintendent, was not allowed to answer my question that I queried earlier regarding why no robocalls for the shuttering of Anna Yates. So Mr. Rubio could, in fact, answer that question and tell us all why there was no robocall issued to the parents for this meeting tonight. If he wanted to do so, it would not be illegal. As a matter of fact, there's a precedent for that here at these meetings and at this district. I have noticed when non-combative or sort of parents that get up here are citizens and praise the 5 school board members and ask a clarifying question, they will be commonly answered. So there is a precedence for it. So everybody here should understand that Mr. Rubio does not have to answer my question, but he could answer it, and he would be within the law. And so he's choosing not to answer the question. And so I'll put it to him one more time. Mr. Rubio, if you could please tell us why no robocalls were issued for this meeting. And you don't have to answer, but I would appreciate an answer. I think it would be something nice to do here for the parents. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Mr. Donahue. On to the consent calendar.